Right, welcome to my new LP, although I don't know why I keep calling this a new LP, because it isn't really, because I've already done it, but this time it's going to be voice. Which makes things a lot easier. Fantastic opening music, let's just enjoy that for a second. Anyway, made in 1992 by EA, when EA were good. This is one of my all-time favourite games, one of my first games for the Megadrive that I ever remember. Came out on a shitload of consoles, but the Megadrive one is the best. So, without further ado, let's start. Now, I've tried to LP this for about a month, but I've had continuous problems. Basically, I've completed the first mission about 5 times, and every time I've played it back there's been a problem. Either it corrupted because of my old hard drive, the sound levels were wrong, Steam ballsed everything up by updating itself. Whatever reason, I keep having problems with this. Now I'm going to reset the game, and we're going to start again, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Basically, this game has some stigma of being a really difficult game. It is not. It's a very easy game, but it does have this whole crap about it. In the Middle East, terrorist leader General Kilababa stuns the world when he invades a small but wealthy Arab emirate and takes over. The madman built his reputation by showing no mercy for those who stood in his way. On the Super SNES, I don't believe he's lowering someone into acid. I believe they're just in a cage. I say acid, could be anything. Beer, uranium, jelly, or even fizzy coke, by the look of it. I love this scene. It's so atmospheric in the time, so dark and gloomy. Bum bum bum. If this game doesn't record right this time, I'm probably going to give up. The Madman's secret bunker. Ah, awesome music again, awesome. Muammar, I see that not all the missile launchers are in place for the attack. Get the plans together or I will see that you suffer the same fate as my last deputy. Your greatness, I want to see my grandchildren grown, but your plans might cause the end of all the world. I like this. Ready, ready. Pow! Get to work now, or I'll feed you to the rats from which you came. He's not very nice, sod. Blatant rip-off. Oh, yes, your greatness, our time of triumph will soon arrive. It's kind of like the president has ordered the Special Forces best chopper team to deal with the situation. Come on. Experts speculate that the President does not want to risk an all-out airstrike, and that the unnamed pilot chosen must be very qualified indeed. I am. I can vouch for myself. I'm pretty nifty at this game. Awesome music. Awesome. And that's where we start. Right. We're going to start on campaign 1. We're going to change our chopper pilot to tracker. I don't know why. I just always have tracker. These change basically how long your range is, how fast you can fire your weapons, and how good your winch is. With the beginning people, I don't think there's a lot of difference. But you have this guy who's MIA. Now he is the best one in the game, but you have to find him. And I know where he is, so that's cool. But once you get him, it makes it really nice and easy. Well, easier. Yeah. Now, in the later Strike games, they did this more and more. You started off with a handful of wingmen or co-pilots, and then you got the really good ones by going through the levels. Right. My bloody computer has stopped listening to me. Hold on, technical troubles. Technical troubles. I'm going to cut this. Okay, maybe not. 1 second. I'll be right back. Right, back. Now, that was my mouse battery dying, so, which is annoying. Right, so we're going to go with tracker, and off we go. There is a code you can type in. I'll show you the password. There's a code in the manual that you can type in. It gives you 3 lives, but it gives you 5 lives, but we don't need that. There's your basic controls set up. With momentum, basically you can turn that off. And I find it really hard to, I can't actually explain what it does, I can't really remember, but basically that's the best control method. Listen up, pilots, you're about to begin a campaign to save the world from a psycho madman. Unless you stop this madman, he'll start World War III, or even worse. We have a lost intelligence agent in the sector. This agent has madman's nuclear plans. It's up to you to find the agent, but first you must complete 4 important missions. Destroy the radar sites, blow up the power plants, bomb the airfields, hit the enemy command centers. If you want to survive, I suggest you complete the missions in order. The world is watching and counting on you. Good luck. Alrighty then. Now, here we are. Now, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people say this game is really hard, and I've heard a lot of people review this game over the years. They say, oh, I can't even get past the level. I don't understand that. How you can't get past the level is beyond me, unless you're obviously doing it wrong. Right, basically I shall explain, only because there's a lot of people that don't know how to play this game. On each mission, each level, you have several missions which need to be completed, most of the time in order. There are a few exceptions that I'll explain to you as we get to it. Radar sites, see them flashing? Basically, they're our first objective. You've got to destroy those. Destroying the early warning radar sites when the radar is active. The enemy weapons have increased range. Now, when there are radar sites active, the enemies are deadly. They will waste you in seconds. You do not have a chance. So, and then you've got that, which is your overall like progress of the level. Now, this is very detailed, as you can see. Information, like for instance, does 100. It's got armor 100, power 25. Basically, you got 3 weapons. You got your machine gun, which does 3 points of damage. You have your hydras, which do 25 damage, and your hellfires, which are your heavy hitting missiles, and they do 100 points of damage. Now, there's a very rock paper scissors kind of thing in this game, which I'll explain as we go. Pick up MIAs, I'll explain later. 2 rockets and these are dead. Easy as that. Don't need to worry about ammo because this is the first level and you'll never truly run out of ammo. It is impossible. Shit, almost shot him. You don't have to kill every enemy either. It's not about that, really. Well, I don't know. You can make it about that if you want to. I mean, you do have a score down in the bottom corner there. So, I guess if you wanted to just try and rack up a high score, you can. But, bearing in mind that if you kill everything every time you play it, I guess you're going to end up with the same score. So, there we go. Job done. Now that's mission 1 completed. See? Easy as that. Now, power station next has 400 points of armor, so that's going to take 4 hellfires basically, or any combination of whatever weapon up to 400 points of damage. Now you start off with 600 armor, and that decreases. Obviously, when that's gone, you're dead. Load 2, basically you can pick up 6 people and drop them off at LZs. Now every time you drop someone off, you get a free 100 points of armor, so it's kind of beneficial because you get repaired. Also, you have a fuel limit. You have 100 points of fuel. Now that ticks down. If you run out of fuel, you die. So you got to be vigilant with that. Now up here is something pretty cool. Now I used to think that this was a co-pilot that you could rescue, but it isn't. Extra points for destroying that. because you're protecting the technology. Right. Now there's a gun turret through here. Destroy it now, it'll be easier later. Don't need the fuel yet. Don't pick up fuel and ammo if you don't need it. Like I say, on this level it's kind of irrelevant really, because there's bags of everything. These are civilians. You get a few of these dotted around. They don't show up on the map, but you can pick them up. And again, they serve as armor bonus. Right, onto the power plant. Now, if you know the layout, which I pretty much know on the first level and mostly the second level, it gets a bit hazy there on out. Pick these guys up. We've got a load of 4, so we can still handle these 2. Right, we can't round them behind this guy. If you know where the enemies are going to spawn, and things like that, and you know what way the enemies are facing, you really can sneak up on enemies and circle around enemies and things, and it makes it a lot easier. Right, we've got 44 fuel left, so we're not going to pick up anything yet. Now, going around here, because I know which way the enemies are all facing, I can shoot them in the back. Don't know why I fired another rocket there. Right, basically, we're on to airfields next. Destroy all the planes and buildings at the airfields to maintain air superiority for later missions. And there's 2 of those, one at the top, one at the bottom. Simple, destroy everything. Careful when you open up the buildings. Check that pilot out, watch him die. If you destroy their plane and they're running around, they die. I don't know why. I've always thought that was funny. Now a VDA will spawn when you start attacking these places when you've done X amount of damage. The first one appears from down here at some point. And a VDA is that thing. So 100 points of armor, does 25 damage. This desert rodent likes to sneak up on intruders. Watch out for its rapid fire double barreled cannons. They're nothing to worry about really. And I just crashed into the building. Doesn't really do anything. Minimal damage. And we're out of ammo, basically. Now, when I play this game on my Megadrive, I use a turbo pad for the machine gun.